Once again, I'm getting this really intense itch in my throat, and it deals with gossip here. We do have the gossip card, and this is something that I really want you to be mindful about, okay? So I have two queens here, and neither of them are you. And because the Empress, representative of you, is in the reverse position, is ruled by the planet Venus as well. So I definitely feel that there is a lot of gossip. And for some reason, I'm sensing here that you want to remove yourself from this situation, first of all. I do feel there is some sneaky behavior surrounding the people in your environment. I also feel as well, I'm picking up a more male Libran energy in this spread for some reason. But I'm feeling as if you really have to uphold the truth. You have to maintain your stance, maintain, your sense of moral dignity and integrity. It is going to be really important to slice through what is real and what is, to separate fact from fiction when it pertains to dealing with other people. So you want to be very, very firm in your conviction. Don't get involved in the gossip. It is going to lead down a dark path. And I do feel as well for a lot of you. And I do hope that, you're out looking for new work, because the gossip card in a work interview situation, it's actually very good. It's just in social interaction, it is very, very damaging, and it can hurt your, it can hurt your self-esteem. It can also corrode, your reputation in the work front. So remove yourself from any contentious situation where people are gossiping about others, or there's information circulating around that has you very worried and concerned about the state of your job, the state of your work. I feel like there's rumors circulating around you, and it's affecting something that you are counting on, especially pertaining to work or finances, okay? I do feel that these are just rumors. There are no foundational basis for it. So you really want to keep your head high, keep your head straight, and don't stray. Don't get involved in it, but also don't stray, and slice through to get to the root of the matter. Okay, so that's the first thing. I do feel that the people that are here are showing up in the upright position, and I do feel you want to be careful that you're not the one that spreading the disinformation. So that's the first thing that I want to really emphasize here, okay? You're dealing with pretty straightforward people in your midst. So I don't feel there's any dangers associated with the people around you. The information that is circulating about, I don't know exactly, I can't pinpoint exactly where it's coming from, but it's coming from a place of jealousy, and, it's from a place of jealousy. So I do feel it's coming from a more feminine energy that is potentially very, very jealous. And I feel like it's somebody that is poses as a friend, but, have ulterior motives. So this is something you want to keep in mind. So first of all, let's talk about the rest of this reading. I don't want to dwell on the negativity for too long. And I do feel that for a lot of you, you are a very social sign. You're a social butterfly. And you tread through social interactions very, very lightly. And I feel that, Libran women are extremely beautiful. And I feel that you might have jealous people coming from around you. But for a lot of you, you know who these people are, and you know who your main friends are, and you know who your main associates are. So it's not going to pose a problem for you. But the rumors is starting in the work environment, okay? So just keep that in mind. So let's talk about the family situation first. I do feel that this is the month in which you have to keep your friends close. And this is the month for you to tighten your inner circle, okay? So that sense of camaraderie, familiarity is going to be very, very important for you to bring you emotional support and comfort. I do feel for a lot of you, you've been dealing with, some type of a contentious, problematic work environment for quite some time, and you feel like you're financially bound to it because you need it for survival, but you would rather go somewhere else. And I feel like it pays you well, so you stay there. But in terms of all the other extra, annoyances circulating around your work environment, it's starting to feel this month as if it's not worth it. So you're thinking about potentially walking out of this situation. And if you do, I do see that it is going to work out very well for you. Okay. So I do feel opportunities will come in, and it's going to be, around the March timeframe, which is coming in right around the corner next month. So I do feel it is going to be very beneficial for you if you decide once and for all to leave, because I feel like maintaining your equilibrium, your sense of personal boundaries, and your own sense of emotional health and sanity, that's going to be very important for you. And you're starting to realize that money isn't everything, and I don't need to stay in a weird or difficult work environment just for financial security. I am employable and I can go somewhere else. So I feel like you're coming into your own sense of strength, and I feel desirability. So for a lot of you, this can also be, I feel greatly it is jealousy coming in from other people, but don't match it, okay? So if someone is behaving in a way that you feel is dishonorable, don't replicate their behavior. Just keep your head low is what I'm sensing here. Keep your head low. And you don't need to be confrontational or anything like that. You're doing just fine, and you don't even need to engage with them in any type of a conversation, okay? I do feel what's helping you around you is family, potentially a supervisor that is overseeing this whole situation. I feel as well that I'm sensing as well that this is the month, if there has been rumors and things like that circulating, you're going to find out where the source is, okay? You're going to get to the root of it. You're going to basically nip it in the bud, but you're going to find out where it's coming from. And for a lot of you, there are, there's like an earth sign in your midst that is going to be of great support to you. And this is somebody that's giving you expertise, that's giving you knowledge in order for you to perform better on the work environment. And I feel like they're not only that, they're giving you practical advice on how to handle this situation so that it doesn't have you emotionally rattled, okay? So the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and this is somebody to keep very close to your side because they see what's going on and they see, the environment, and they see that you're trying hard. So they're trying to get you to work smart as well, okay? So don't work hard, work smart. So they've got like a very streamlined, efficient way of doing things, and they're going to be able to pass off that expertise to you. If they come in your environment, don't be defensive. If they tell you like, actually, this can be done in a better way, take up their advice and, don't get defensive. They're only there to help you. They're not trying to, don't feel threatened that they're telling you to do it a different way, because this is what you're supposed to learn. I did the yearly reading and I mentioned that, a lot of you are dealing with a new work environment and there's a very, very steep learning curve. And I feel that other people around you, you might be dealing with that, and you might be feeling very destabilized and unsure of yourself because of it, and you feel like you're losing your footing. So someone is coming in to help you, giving you the expertise in order to do it. So don't get defensive. Let them in, okay? Additionally, there is another person that is going to be potentially as a romantic partner, or, the earth sign or the water sign can both be romantic partners. But either way, you know who your friends are, and the people that are in your close inner circle are the ones that are going to be able to give you a lot of advice, and very, very good, just life advice, work advice, okay? They're going to help you through this emotional slump, and they're going to be they're great allies to have on your team. But in terms of your own individual family unit, I do sense that it's looking very, very stable. It's looking very good. With the Empress energy, I feel like a lot of you might be in the stages where you are potentially pregnant. You're thinking about pregnancy, or you are, and it can go either way where there might be unplanned pregnancy too. So be very careful and take care of yourself. Both of these women are very preoccupied with something. So this is, either finances or some type of emotional situation in their lives. And both of these indicate to me that if you are looking to get pregnant, it might happen. And it's going to happen like towards the end of February. And, a lot of people get pregnant around the Valentine's Day season as well, and it's understandable. It's a very, amorous holiday, so it's not so much a holiday, but more of a um, it's just a popular amorous day. So be very careful about this because I feel like it's something that is going to affect you financially, and you might not be ready for it. So just plan accordingly. I do feel there is a sense of like addition to the family. There's new people coming into your family unit, and the family unit is very strong. It's very stable. It's bringing you a lot of emotional happiness. So I do feel this is a bonus, an added bonus. So it might indicate a lot of weddings, a lot of marriages. Excuse me. A lot of weddings, a lot of marriages, and also a lot of celebrations. But at the same time, with all of these massive, massive celebrations, there are going to be elements within that circle, that don't know how to hold their tongue and that don't know how to conduct themselves like well-meaning adults. So you are going to run across, bad elements that are gossiping and things like that. So that's how it can play out. But, keep your close-knit circle very, very close, very tight, and try to keep as well your keep the people you love close because they're the ones that are going to be there for you. And then the rest, you don't have to play nice, okay? I do feel that Libras, you want to be very careful about who your friends are. I feel that in general, Libras are it's like a crowd pleaser type of energy, and that's fine. You're very diplomatic. One of your strengths is that, you see both sides of an argument and you're very intelligent. And at the same time, you want to maintain the peace. You're very diplomatic. You want people to get along and you see the best in people. But I do feel that when it comes to just, dealing with other people who are on a lower vibration and they don't know how to conduct themselves well with integrity, with good intentions and things like that, you really don't need to have those types of people in your social circle. So, just try to minimize contact when you can. I feel like most of you know who these people are, but you're accepting of it and you're okay with it. But I do feel for this month, it's going to bring you a lot of headache, okay? Be very careful about who you disclose your information to, because I feel like a lot of you might have to retract on your words. So for example, if you're in, an environment and all of you and like two other colleagues, for example, apply for the same position, like a promotion, and then, the interview went well, and then you tell them, oh, I think I'm going to get that job, but you didn't know that they also applied for the job. And then when the truth came out that they got the job, it feels like it's an embarrassing situation. And I feel like that's something that could potentially happen. So you really want to, don't spill the beans until everything is finalized, until you sign on that dotted line. Keep it to yourself. Okay. So that's one way that I feel like it could come out. And in your workplace situation or overall, especially for this month, just be very careful about gossip and rumors and things like that. I do feel that you're hitting a little bit of a time constraints as well, where you have a lot of responsibilities. And for some reason, I feel like the first half of the month, there's a lot of like laid back energy where not a lot of work is being done. And then the second half of the month is pretty much when you're in crunch time, when you're pressed for time and you're trying to get everything in order. So I do feel that, the first 2 weeks of the month is not a good time for you to procrastinate. Okay. So make sure you get, hit the ground running pretty much. I do feel that the energy is very easygoing for the first 2 weeks, and it is conducive for family, love, stability, and even, spending time in a very luxurious environment. Okay, so the first 2 weeks is really good for pampering yourself. It is good if you are looking for new work, because I do feel that it is going to come through for you pretty much by the end of the month or jumping into next month. But once again, I want you to conduct yourself with the utmost, be very truthful when it comes to job interviews and everything you write down, because I feel like if you have been doing things where if you or anybody around your environment have been disclosing, like passing off lies as truths, it is going to spread like wildfire. Rumors, gossip, lies, and everything. It's like it's splicing through the month. So it's going to come back to haunt whoever it is that's spreading the rumors. So, it's like a wildfire, and it's going to annihilate everything. And I do feel that you have nowhere else to go but to leave the current workplace and, jump ship and go find something else to do. Okay. So be very careful when it's in the work environment, and especially at family gatherings as well. But with family, they're a little bit more forgiveful. They are willing to forgive, whereas in a work environment, it's not professional. So make sure you keep yourself, you conduct yourself well on the work front. The other thing that I am sensing here is, for those of you who are involved in romantic relationships, especially with a water sign or an earth sign, these are outstanding people. You don't have to worry about them at all. But I do feel there is jealousy circulating around regarding the people that you're dating or regarding you. So this is all, jealousy. And you want to keep that into perspective. And you know who you're with, and have faith in them, trust them, and things like that. I also feel that, once again, I'm taking back to the situation where you really have to rely on your own sense of truth, your own ability to play detective, your sharp critical thinking capabilities in order to separate the fact from fiction. And as a result of it, I feel that with knowledge comes the responsibility to act on that knowledge, okay? And don't shy away from it because of money. Don't shy away from it because you're afraid of upsetting other people's feelings. Do what needs to be done in order to get the truth out. If this is the absolute truth, and you really need to get it out, but you're afraid about financial security, you're afraid about, burning your bridges, don't be, because the right people will still be there for you. And I'm getting the message here that I feel like, I feel almost like I feel like for a lot of you, you're withholding information to protect other people, to protect somebody that you really care about, to protect a home environment, to protect somebody that you are personally invested in. And you're not giving out the truth. And the main message here is that I feel that there is almost that karmic divine intervention sense where you came across this information for a reason. And it is really important for you to, let the truth be revealed. Okay. So in a way, you're like the catalyst for change to happen either in your own life or in other people's lives, had they known the truth. So it is really important for you to play messenger and just, get the message out there. And don't be afraid of censorship. Don't be afraid of creating discord, because it needed to come out and you were there at the right place at the right time in order to see this happen and unfold and for you to deliver the message. Okay. So that's what I'm feeling here. And the people around you are going to be very supportive of this. So either way, it needed to come out. I'm getting almost like the whistleblower type of energy about you, where you're like, stumbling along, minding your own business, and then you catch somebody doing something they're not supposed to, and their actions are just something that is against, company policy. It's immoral, it's unethical, so you have to get the truth out. I feel like other people might be using intimidation tactics against you. And, this is going to apply for a small minority of you. And I feel that the message needs to be conveyed. So for others of you who are just going about your own business and none of this is happening, obviously it's not going to apply to you. But someone out there needs to hear this message, okay? I feel like other people might be using intimidation tactics against you. There might be threats, there might be gossip, rumors, and things like that. And you're feeling that crunch of fearing for the loss of your job, the loss of financial stability, fearing the censorship, and also, feeling ostracized by the people that are involved in this. So, don't be afraid. Stand your ground, stand firm, stay true to your childhood upbringing, your family values. I feel like family is going to be the support system for you to prop you up and to, restore your faith in yourself and your capabilities for this month, okay, in whatever context. A lot of people around you are willing to help you. If you are in this situation, approach a supervisor, possibly a female supervisor if they're around in your midst, and your significant other will be there to support you as well. All right, so for those of you who are in relationships with a water sign, I do feel the Valentine's Day celebration and everything else is going to be very, very phenomenal, okay? I do feel that if you are dating a water sign, this can be male or female. I do feel as well that, so going back to the message I said earlier, excuse me for jumping back and forth, even if you're a male Libra and you're stuck in this environment, I feel that if you want to ask for help, approach a female supervisor. I'm getting that message. Approach a female supervisor. She will show you the way. Okay, even if you're like a male Libra, okay? So that message applies across all genders. Going back to what I was saying about the water sign, I feel that if there has been problems in the past concerning control issues, concerning jealousies and things like that, and water signs are Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and that can be their sun, moon, rising, okay? If there has been some type of control issues, it is going to clear itself up. So I do feel a sense of release when it comes to reconciliation, resentment, control, okay? So if it has been happening in the past, it's going to clear up. If you are dealing with a water sign that has been very quite jealous and possessive in the past, I do feel that's because there have been rumors going around, once again, created out of jealousy where, they feel a little bit insecure, but now they're in a better headspace and they know that you love them and they know you care about them. If you are in a relationship with an earth sign, and earth signs, male or female, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I feel that this person, once again, earth signs, it seems as if they are a little bit distant and they might be prone to overworking. And there might be times when, they work all day, they come home pretty exhausted, and you feel a little bit neglected, okay? Have a conversation, and I do feel it will start to clear itself up, okay? I do feel as well that for a lot of you, one of the main things that is going to be pretty prominent for this month is achieving some kind of victory when it comes to the way you communicate, the way you process information, and the way you understand things, okay? You are dealing with very high power, high functioning people in your environment, and they grasp information very, very quickly. They process information like a computer, and they're just very intelligent, and I feel like you're trying to catch up, and it's a steep learning curve, but I do feel that, I am sensing that don't make it a competition. Don't put that pressure on yourself. Remove yourself from the office politics, the competition. Learn at your own pace. That way you retain the information better. If you make this into a competition, you're not going to win. And I hope that makes sense. I feel that for a lot of you, there might be, going through interviews. And I do hope that it is interviews. It is, applying for school, applying for graduate programs, applying for loans, applying for grants, fellowship, etc. Whatever it is that you're applying for. This energy means other people are reviewing your application. They're reviewing to see if you would be a good candidate. So this looks favorable. If it's not about gossip, then it's about this. But I definitely feel that you want to be truthful either way. And if it's something that you're applying for and, you're going through the interview process and things like that, it is going to work out tremendously well in your favor. And you're going to start to hear some responses in March, okay? If it is specifically about, trying to compete with other people, dealing with doing some type of, making it into a competition when it doesn't have to be, I feel that you're going to take a loss here, okay? So I'm sensing for a lot of you, there might be like a first choice. I don't know what you're applying for, but I feel like you're waiting on something. You're waiting on something that is going to secure a very, very strong future for yourself. I feel you waiting. First of all, it's like finance related. Secondly, it's an emotional outcome. So it's like you're waiting and waiting on something. And in the process, I feel that you might be a little bit preoccupied. Work might start to pile up. And whatever it is that you apply for and you're waiting for, I feel that most likely the second and third choices that you apply for will come in for you in a very fruitful way. Okay?